In order to understand how we work as human beings, let's understand how our mind works, and we call this as a mind model. Now, when we talk about the mind refers to different processes that happens in our body. Now, the first process that begins in us is the unconscious process. We call it unconscious process because we are not in control of it. We don't consciously control it. And this happens as soon as the sperm and ova meets in the mother's womb. Yeah, and there is a myriad of activities happening there at that point of time. From the two cell, the information that passes on becomes a beautiful baby at the end of 9 months, and all that happens because of the unconscious mind, because it knows what it needs to be done. It's an autopilot kind of a system. Yeah, what really does for us is that it governs our body functions. We don't control our circulation or digestion, it just happens. We do it a bit with yoga and breathing and all that, but not in totality. Yeah, a very little that we are in control of. What happens at a cell level, we don't control it. And it becomes very active while we sleep at night. So we become fresh in the morning because it does all the repair and maintenance work that it needs to be done. It governs our immunity and reflexes. So reflexes, your presentness, your alertness, all of that is governed by the unconscious mind. The touch to the hot and cold and danger and all of that is like your reflexes. That is what it's governed by, the unconscious mind. So around like 22 weeks, when in the mother's womb, the first sense that develops is the hearing. Yeah, with that development of hearing is the subconscious mind develops, because it starts now processing the information it's kind of going through. So whatever the fetus is hearing, it's generating some emotions, whether it's the emotions of love, security, fear, or anger. Yeah, depends on what is he hearing. Yeah, and I mean, as I do a regression to cause, I know that many of my clients, they go back in the mother's womb, and they talk about it, that this is what they were hearing. So, and then the other also develops, all the other five senses develops. Hearing, touch, smell, taste, and vision. It develops over a period of time. But these senses are the one that we kind of make use of. It's a connection between the world inside and the outside. Without the senses, we don't know anything about outside, isn't it? Yeah. So, and energy is emotion is called energy in motion. Emotion, energy in motion. Yeah. So that's what we are going to focus on: energy and emotions today. So, emotions could be fear, anger, or guilt. Or it could be love. Love comes from the security, being safe, with your parents, or the fear, anger, or guilt. And anything, all the other fear of happiness, blissfulness, sadness, depression, anxiety, they all fall into all of this category. They all come from there. Now, we call this as an experience. Yeah, what we see generates our emotion, and we experience. Whatever we experience, that becomes into belief in our life. Who am I? What my parents are? What religion I am from? Yeah? How should I be? Whether I'm a boy, I'm a girl, I'm this national, that national, whether I'm a good boy or a bad boy, I'm good enough, not good enough. These are all the belief systems. Belief are the one that can make or break somebody. Yeah, it's the same thing as that I'm fat, I'm thin, I'm a smoker, because these are only the belief. And the habits. Now, habits could be, we don't consider, getting up from the morning and walking as of any significant. But we learned it, isn't it? We were not born with it. We learned that. Yeah. So, walking, talking, eating, cooking, driving, swimming, music, sports, they're all the habits. they make our life very easy with the permanent memory that it goes into. Yeah. And so this is, a little graduation from just the emotions to belief to making to a habit. Yeah. Now the thing about subconscious mind, it's a lazy mind. It doesn't change on its own. It needs somebody's help or something, to move it, to change it, to transform it. It doesn't do things on its own because this works like a computer program. Yeah, that's why we call it, neuro-linguistic programming, because this is how we are programmed. Yeah, to be in certain way. People who are anxious, control A is always anxiety. Yeah, control A is maybe the anger. Control F would be the fear. Because this is how we are. Even we as human beings, we tend to behave in certain way in certain situation always. Yeah. So this is what the programming is. The most important aspect of subconscious mind is self-preservation. Because no matter how we call ourselves as modern human being, our subconscious is designed to protect ourselves, keep us safe and secure. Yeah, this is what the job is. It's the job is not to make you happy. Yeah, we overrate happiness in our life. I want to be happy. I want to be happy, but this mind's job is not to make you happy. It wants you to keep you safe and secure and alive. Yeah. So whatever it does for many people, when you will start practicing in your daily life, when you meet people who want to quit smoking or want to get rid of their overeating or binging or these kind of or emotions like fear of this, fear of that, what the subconscious mind is doing for them is simply helping them to feel safe in their environment by doing that. Say for example, somebody comes for public speaking, fear of public speaking. So what is that fear? It's generally, in my experience, it's generally when people have fear of being judged or fear of, or say a feeling that I'm not good enough. So whatever I'm going to tell, people are not going to like me or people don't like me. These kind of things that people have the idea. So fear of public speaking is not the fear itself. It comes out from something else. Because the fear of public comes only when the subconscious mind decides that no, she will not be safe when she's in front of 10 people because she has fear of being judged, or a person. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So this mind will create what you feel to make you feel safe and secure, so that you don't even get up anytime, so that you see where you're sitting. You don't have to be in front of anybody. Yeah, that fear is a way of minds telling that no, you're not safe here. Don't do this. Yeah. So this is how the subconscious mind really works. Any question here? Okay. So let's move on. Now it's about when the child is till 7 years, the child is in hypnosis. The brain level activity is at a certain level, which I don't want to name it because then it becomes like in hypnosis we are at this level. So at a certain level of brain activity, and they believe everything, isn't it? That's why we call the child, they absorb everything. Whatever you tell them, they will absorb it. If you show them a banana and say this is an apple, they will believe it because they will not reject it. If you tell this to a 10-year-old, he will tell you that you're wrong. Yeah? But at an early stage, when they are gathering the information and experience, they will believe everything because they don't have something, what we call it, critical factor, which develops after the age of 7, when they start filtering out the information. They will not do things that they don't want to do it. Yeah? And this is what happens even to us as an adult. So it's after 7 years the conscious mind develops, what does the conscious mind do for us is basically 4 things. It has short-term memory. It just remembers 7 plus or minus 2. That's the second rule of psychology. It can only remember that many things at a time. Yeah? It has a willpower. So willpower is like I call it motivation shots. yes, I want to do it, yes, I can do it, and things like that. And people start exercising or doing something differently, or start reading, and how long does that last? Till they are distracted with something else, isn't it? Yeah. So I call them willpower, but it's not negative. It helps them people to tell themselves enough is enough. Enough is enough. I need to change, and that's why they book an appointment with you. Yeah, because they want to change. They're saying enough is enough. Yeah. So, but it doesn't last long, and most of the time, smokers are the good example. Smokers are people who are controlling their diet or want to be exercising. They use it, New Year resolution, and yes, I want to do all that, but then it doesn't last, really long, and one day it kind of really wears off. But it helps you start something. Yeah. So it has its own purpose. This mind is analytical, it analyzes all the information. Even right now, what I'm talking to you, you're analyzing it. You may be questioning it, arguing in your own mind, and things like that. And it's alright, because that's what the mind does it for us. And it's a rational mind. So, it's a good thing for in many ways that we rationalize everything. And that makes us have that sanity of why do we do what we do, or why we feel the way what we feel, and because it makes sense to us. That's why we don't just do anything, isn't it? We have a reason and we do it. Yeah. But this is where most of the problem, when people come to you with that problem, they even rationalize that problem. I am like this because of somebody. I am like this because what happened to me before. Yeah. Or I smoke because it makes me feel good, or I smoke because I'm very stressed. Yeah. But the reasons are always somewhere which is in the subconscious. They are never true. The original reasons are always here. You understand? Now, in all of this, where does the effect of what we feel has on the body, isn't it? Can you give me one example of how? Yeah. So the important aspect of conscious mind is critical factor, and critical factor is like a filter. It will filter out the unnecessary information. Now, we all know that we all have different filters, and NLP talks about filters a lot. Yeah. So it's also good, because nobody should just come and tell you something and you start believing. Yeah. So everything about us have a good and negative.
Yes.
Yeah. At the same time. But when we become too critical about everything, no, this doesn't work. Some people want to change, but then they have so many questions about, is it going to work? Is it going to last? This is this. Then they're just stopping their own growth, because they're just totally thinking about what will go wrong than thinking about what will go right. Yeah. So what we do in all the technique that we use, EFT or hypnosis, we bypass this critical factor and access the subconscious mind and reprogram it. Yeah. So that they can achieve the goal that you wanted. You can achieve the goal that you wanted. Does it not sound great?